Yeah, motherfucker, we did it! Alright. Now I gotta switch over on the old Twitcherino. Why do you talk this way? There's so much. So many answerless questions, you know? Retro, casual. It's definitely not speedrun, I'll tell you that. It's like part 13. Alright. So it says it switched over. At least on my phone it did. It doesn't say it here on the computer. But if the phone says it and the computer doesn't, then I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Except maybe like suck it. Can you just suck it? Just a little bit. Alright. Oh yeah. Resize that window a little. I remember there was like that weird draw stuff was happening. I'll just make you a little bigger. Oh, bigger window for the fantasies. Alright. Let's get back to it, motherfucker. Oh, what? You didn't expect there was gonna be Tough Talk? A 1987 JRPG on the NES? Don't worry, I'm not that horrible. Okay, so we got up to level 25 last time. I'm pretty happy with that. We are gonna need some new heal potions. So you guessed it. Okay, I'm gonna double check my... Oh, you guessed it. Alright. So levels are okay. The microphone is louder than it used to be. I don't know why. But I can turn that down. Okay. So let's go buy some potions. Who's ready to buy some potions? Are you guys? Because I am. It's my favorite part of the game. You say lazy Final Fantasy? Well, yeah. I've been spoiled by playing any other game that has proper inventory management system. We got so much cash, I don't know what to do with it. You can just throw it over the fucking side of the airship. Who cares? Just litter it all over the town. But I'm not actually gonna do that. Not touching Melmond. Place is gross. Oh, that's why. Fuck. Hello, hello, hello. Jesus Christ. Bence strikes again. Huge whale dick. Hello, Silver. How's it going? Earthbound is worse. Yeah, well, Earthbound has its problems. I'd say this is worse. Your guys only get 4 weapons or 4 armor slots each. You have to buy items one at a time, which Earthbound also does. But this is just frustrating. Cause like you need 99 heal potions, you know, like this is dumb. Yeah, Silver just comes screaming in with huge whale dick. And also the cat, once again, I was like, man, my mic is like really hot. Like the level is way too high. I thought I set it relatively properly. I'm still messing with it. I don't know what happened, but it's louder now than it ever was. But like, the cat came in and he decided to lay down and take a nap on the mixer, as he always tries to. And I usually try and stay on top of it, but he like cranked a bunch of the knobs and everything was out of whack. Cause he's cute. He's cute as a button, but he's a fucking asshole. He just keeps coming in and ruining shit. It's very distressing. Cause it's like, oh, I want to get at him, but he's just so darn cute. And if I notice him sleeping on my expensive shit, he's all like upside down, covering his face with one paw, just kind of like, meh. It's like, I can't stay mad at you. You're too cute. So furry. You're everything I'd like to be. Can't carry anymore. Okay, we'll grab a couple pures, because we'll probably need them. I hear there's lots of poison in space. Yeah, doing some cleanup of all my carts, like the NES carts and the Super Nintendo carts and stuff. It was really cool seeing the difference. You know, Earthbound 5 Whale Dick. Yeah, Earthbound had a pretty big card. Actually, I'll see if I can pop them up. Oh, I took a bunch of pictures. I kind of want to actually just like, I'll post them up on Twitter when I get a chance if you want to check them out, but it's like really interesting. I kind of want to look more into it about how it's like as time went on. Like I've talked about this at length because I think it's so cool and so smart, which really says a lot about me and why I'm 34 years old and still a virgin. That's not true. I have a son. Or do I? Who knows? No, but like having time go on and then they're like, let's just add stuff in the cart. So like on the actual board, they're throwing in more memory and integrated circuits and stuff like that. It's so cool taking that shit apart. If you're not scared, like there's really not a whole lot you can do wrong. Everything pops back into place and everything, but you got the right tools for it. I highly suggest it if you like taking things apart and just looking at things. It's really cool. Oh shit, before I go, we gotta look into this issue here, because we're gonna find some shit. Yeah. Ugh. So dragon is better than opal armor. I don't think anybody can wear the opal armor. Let's double check and see, whoops, if E can wear it. Nope. Nope. I tried. I tried to give you nice things. Virgin with good aim. Yeah, I tried. So we get our third ribbon somewhere in this bad boy. And I don't know if there's any better armor. I am gonna, you know, look ahead a little bit. I'm sorry this is so thrilling and exciting, but la 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 la. It's not strategy wiki. Game facts, game guides, gamercorner.net. That sounds like it. Yes. If you're looking for any old school RPG stuff, this is the place to do it. It's like, I don't know. They just have like, it's like a database, not database. Okay. Walkthrough. all the way at the end here. The cube. Fiend of Wind. Let's go to the floating castle here. I just really want to make sure that because as you can see, we're all full up on armor and all this stuff is useful. So I don't want to fuck anything up, you know? So there's a Bane sword, another heal helmet, pro ring. So, okay. First floor, we're good. We don't need any of that. Second floor, silver helmet, don't need it. Black and white robes. Ooh. Okay. We can throw away those bracelets. Alright. So I'm all good on that front. I'll double check, take a peek here, make sure all my levels are good. Cool. Alright. Let's go fucking kill something. Let's go kill something. Alright. So this is good. We're getting to the end of this game. We're putting some miles on it. I'm excited to get to the second one. Like it's fun. The games are all really fun to play, and like what little I've played of the second one has me excited to get to it. And also it just means it's like, okay, we got one game down in the series, you know? There's a fuck ton more where that came from, but we're just making progress, and it's fun. And it's fun, and it's fun. We're having a good time. And everybody is so convinced about it. You can tell by my insistence on the funness. That was weird. I got... Justine sent me something. She's in the next room watching her stories while the baby's sleeping, and she sent an attachment, and I tried to look at it and my phone went all crazy. It was like all the notifications, and I tried to scroll to it and it just disappeared and things were weird. I don't know. You gotta come over. The YouTubes have taken over my phone. I can't tell you what's going on. But I'm convinced. Your mother opened up a YouTube's on my phone and now it's taken over. You gotta come and get this damn thing off my computer. Who's had to have that conversation? Or a conversation adjacent? I mean, I love parents and grandparents, but I don't know. Does anybody else find that they have like a low patience like threshold when it comes to stuff like with technology? Like I know, it doesn't come from a place of just like, you're an idiot. Like, but I have trouble when it's like my mom needs me to like walk her through stuff on the computer or whatever, and I'm just like, it's so, for me, I feel like it's so simple, and it's I think maybe the idea that, like, I know obviously she wasn't raised with computers. I was. There's a big difference, right? But it's like the way that computers work and the very computing electronic paradigm is fast, now. So the idea that it's like, it's gonna take me 3 days to try and explain while they're just like constantly like, what? No, what is that? It's like, here, I'll just do it. But then they'll never learn. So I did take to kind of being like, you know, digging deep, finding that patience, and just being like, you gotta figure it out. You gotta keep going. Just do this, and the more that it happens, that they're like doing it themselves, the more confident they get with them. Like, my mom wouldn't even touch her computer when she first got it. And I had her walking through something pretty insane. And she like actually was just like, okay, I'm gonna figure it out. And like hung up the phone and looked something up on the internet to tell her how to like install something. I was like, oh my god. Who are you and what did you do with my mom? Like, I had to hear it, but with my grandpa telling my dad. Yeah, that'll be one for sure. Surprisingly. The YouTubes. They came onto my phone and they took over my whole computer phone. So, and I need you to get the YouTubes off. Dude, my boyfriend's parents have no idea how to use any of it. Yeah, like there is a very strict like line in the sand, generational line, where it's like, you know it, you're comfortable with it, and then all of a sudden, no. Like, you're born after this day, it's just like, no way. What the fuck's a fucking, what's a RAM? Get away from me. Like, and it's like, it's a lot of stubbornness on their part. I feel like because they came from a generation that was so like confident and everything was hands-on. You know, people built stuff, you got a car, you figured out how to maintain it and work with it, and the engine had all kinds of parts and you could see how they fit and work together and everything made sense. A computer is not that way. I mean, it is when you learn about it, right? But it's a completely different way. You look at a motherboard and you're like, okay, there's a bunch of fucking shit, like printed circuits and weird little boxes and stuff. So the idea that it's like thinking and making calculations and doing all these things, and it's this weird tiny thing and they can't see how it works, and it's just like completely abstract thinking to them. Whereas we look at it and, you know, Windows, like an operating system like Windows, is such an easy interface. It makes things so, like, it's all right there and it makes sense because we know how an operating system works. We've been doing it since we were kids. But somebody who took a class in high school that was basically like, all right, for your exam, you're gonna build a car. Like, that was my dad's high school. So, you know, I hear him talk about computers. That fucking shit. I don't know what it's doing. Just give me the internet. Give me some of the internet there. Like, oh man, you you have no idea what's going on. All right, Sky Tower. I don't really remember which boxes we've checked, but okay, so we're gonna get the Bane Sword. This is an interesting sword because, as you might expect, it casts the Bane spell, which is an instant kill. This one is different from the other like instant death spells because you don't need, I think it's like enemies under 300 HP automatically, boom, zapped, dead. This one doesn't need any of that, no requirements. No introduction necessary. Just straight up magical murder. Like, imagine that. Jesus. I've got this spell that just instantly kills you. Boom. So, Tiamat, in this dungeon particularly, there is a chance that you can cast the Bane spell and kill him first attack. It's a bit cheap. Like, I do find it cheap, because it is kind of a tougher boss. Oh, where my Kleenex at? Sorry, everyone. Allergium. You gotta pay to see them. Ugh. Fucking allergies. I'm constantly stuffed up right now just because of the, I guess... We've got the air going. So it's not so much like, ugh, death sneezing. It's just more my sinuses are just plugged up. And that happens a lot with the change of seasons. Alright. Bane sword acquired. Alright, so we'll just skip around the room. Skip around the room. Go this way. This is a really cool dungeon, by the way. I think, you know, as I always go back, like, okay, wee bab, playing this for the first time. I remember actually getting to this level. Usually I would play the game with my friend Jason Barnier. We grew up together on the cottage and we would play this all the time. When it took so long to finally get here. And I remember his parents came over and my parents were having a party at the house. So he came over and they were like having their party out in the kitchen and everything, and we're in my bedroom and just playing this, and we finally get to this level. So it's like you go up into the Sky Fortress and you're in space. The music's all weird and like it sounds like space. It sounds like technologically like fucked, you know? Like it just I don't know. They did a really cool job with it. And it's just like it's so unlike anything else in the rest of the game and just kind of put you on notice. So that is either a pro ring or a heel helmet, and I have pro rings for everybody, and I don't need another heel helmet. Like I think I'm fine, right? I got 2 people with them, and I'm not ditching anybody else's armor to whatever. Very silly. Ooh. 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 Item. Just try it. Bane. Does it work on you? Could you be insta-killed? Well, it doesn't matter. We chopped you up pretty good. We're all really quick now, so it's nice. Yeah, but I distinctly remember like trying to get through this dungeon and just it taking so long, and you know, we're just like, oh, like, are we even gonna make it out of here? This is crazy. Let's keep using this. I want to see it work on somebody. Ineffective. Ah, see, that's the problem with it. It's got a low hit rate for that spell, but every once in a while you'll just wipe somebody clean off the face of the earth, and it's just fantastic. Chopping a horse with my hammer and my big crazy dragon sword, or whatever it is. Oh, fuck Fuck, you know what I just remembered? That I'm an idiot. We didn't get our new sword. Holy shit. Okay, I'll get the rest of the treasure on this level. And then we'll go run back and get it. Fuck. I guess it's cause it's been like a week probably since the last time I played this. But yeah, last stream we ran to the second floor on this dungeon and got the adamant. Which, if you recall, there was a very happy dwarf who wanted to build us an amazing sword. Like right at the beginning of the game at the dwarf cave. Only I had some adamant. Well, we found it in space. Which, like, you know, how did he know about it? I try not to think about it too much, but this is the kind of shit that keeps me up at night. Alright. Exit spell. Exit spell. Exit spell at lunch. He's just skipping through the desert. I'm gonna get me a really nice sword. We're gonna have a party. This looks really funny, that's all. Oops. Farts. Oh, I dropped it. Oh no. Oh, I dropped it. Oh, cripes. Oh, cripesing. Cripesing ass butt. Okay. Zeus. Yeah. Chop that nasty dino in the face. So this is exciting. We got that sun sword, which is an upgrade from the old ice sword, which we've had most of the game now at this point. And we gave it to Shell. Obviously, he's been needing a new weapon, and it's nice to give him new nice things. To really make him feel appreciated, you know? He does a lot of work for the group. Pulling some serious weight. Oh, I needed that not to happen, but let's dance with the devil in the pale moonlight. So yeah, I was eager to play Yonoid and Batman for NES. So while I was waiting for my drives to format, I was running check disk, like scanning for errors on all my drives and everything like that. So it was taking hours. So I was like, all right, let's just throw on Batman for NES. Like I got nothing I can do except just wait and be anxious. So I might as well play fucking Nintendo. And yeah, Sunsoft Batman for NES. If I'm not mistaken, there's an unlockable in one of the Batman games where you can actually get the purple suit. It's a reference to this Batman game, 1989, I think. And there's Melvin. So, I mean, the thing is, like, they made Batman's suit purple because it's a dark game. Batman's a dark character, you know, it's dark. And the Tim Burton Batman was a dark movie and everything. Oh, adamant. Now let me make the sword for you. Here, the best work I've ever done. It's my gift. Great. We got it. Excalibur. So I gave Shell the Sun Sword because only Lazy can wield this bad boy. And he shall. Yeah, but so basically Batman isn't like in a black and gray suit because mostly everything in the game is black, so they had to make him stand out, so they made him purple. I don't know what to tell you, but he still looks cool. Like if you saw that in real life, a guy jumping around punching criminals and he's all dressed in purple, it's not a threatening color, you know, but it works. The game is good. It's fucking hard though. Oh my god. There's only 5 stages. Well, 5 levels, 2 or 3 stages each level, and then the third usually contains the boss at the end. And holy shit, infinite continues though, but I won't give it that. It's got that over Yonoid. Yonoid, limited continues, 1-hit deaths. Fucking ridiculous. So they're both hard for very, very different reasons, or sort of the same reasons. Some of the platforming in both those games actually is very difficult. Oh, look at that. But yeah, I am gonna play Batman eventually. I'll get to Yonoid first, because that is the one that did garner attention on all the platforms that I was asking about. So I was just like, okay, here's the 3 that I really want to play. The third was Chippendale Rescue Rangers. And yeah. People were asking about Yonoid, so like, alright, let's do it. I'm kind of morbidly curious to just get back into it as well. And so I played it a bit, and holy fuck. I know I keep saying that, but like, it's insane. Absolutely, I don't know, masochistic, I guess? Just really angry at you for playing it. You know, you ever get that sense like the game is almost pissed at you for having to play it, so it's just like, oh, let's just make this impossible, shall we? So we've been just ruin this person's day. Hey, I got an idea. How about we make the game so frustratingly difficult that nobody will enjoy playing it? Can we do that? Lots and lots of swearing. Yeah, I got one. Alright. Killed that stupid bird so good. Just always do he heal. He heal. Oh, fuck. Yeah. Give me some kind of confirmation so I don't get fucked like that. Alrighty diddly. We're going up. We're going up. It's very easy to get confused. I often spend my time being confused. We're gonna be perfectly honest. Yeah, this is a badass website. Guides.gamercorner.net. It's just it's in database mode, you know, like it's really good. Everything you could want about like the game, like Final Fantasy. You can type in, search whatever spell you want to look at or whatever weapon you want to look at, and then it gives you the option like, oh, do you want to compare it with other stuff? And we'll tell you where it is in the game and how much it costs. And Holy shit, this is the nicest anybody's ever been to me. Like, I didn't even have to pay anybody. You know, they don't care that I look like I fell out of a soiled mattress on the side of the road. Like, they're being really courteous to me and taking care of my every need. This is great. I actually got told to leave a hotel lobby once. And like, I'm kind of gross looking, but I'm not that gross looking. So that's why I put up a fight about it. It was so in Jackson Square. We've talked at length about Jackson Square, and we're gonna keep talking about Jackson Square. So Jackson Square, it's like the mall in the center of downtown, but there's other stuff connected to it. So there's a Marriott hotel in the middle of it. And they kind of, it's almost like they put the hotel there and they regret that they put the hotel there, because it links up with right outside in front of Jackson Square on King Street, which is like some nasty, it's a nasty neighborhood kind of. And the back of the lobby also has doors that connect right into the mall of Jackson Square. So like, it was winter time and it was cold, and you know, I was with Julia and we were waiting for Justine's sisters. I think she had just had the baby. It was winter, so she had just had the baby. We were waiting for her sisters to come and take the bus downtown and meet us there. So we were just like, well, they'll come to the Starbucks and we'll just wait here. There's a place to sit, and you know, you just kind of warm up so we don't have to wait outside. So I'm sitting here with our 10-year-old daughter, and a guy with an earpiece and a little radio comes over and actually tells us to leave. And I just looked at him like incredulous, you know, because we'd been there probably like 10 minutes. And the guy just like comes up to her and is like, I'm sorry, are you guys staying here? Like, you're not guests, are you? And I just looked at him and was like, no, we're waiting for somebody. He's like, well, you're gonna have to wait outside. And so yeah, I you know, it's one of those moments when like, you know that like there's no way you can feel good about doing something like that. But he's insisting on it. Like, I'm with my 10-year-old daughter. It's fucking winter. So yeah, I gave him like, excuse me? Are you fucking serious? He's like, you're not a guest here. Like, the lobby is for paying guests here only. And I was like, dude, it's fucking winter. Like, I'm with my child. Like, this is absolutely ridiculous. And he was just like, well, it's policy, I'm just doing my job. I'm like, this is your job? He's like, yes. I'm like, it's your job to tell 10-year-old girls to shove off and move along? Like, I hope you fucking feel really good about yourself, buddy. Telling a man and his fucking daughter to go wait outside in the cold. Fuck, you know. And is he doing his job? Yeah. But is that part of his job completely ridiculous? Absolutely. Did he have to? Did somebody like put a gun to his head and say, hey, that 10-year-old girl is making trouble. You know, get her the fuck out of here. She's scaring the paying customers who want to pretend like they're having a luxury experience at this Marriott hotel in Jackson Square. Yeah. It's like, fuck you, buddy. Where do you get off? Unbelievable. Okay, we want the black robe and white robe. We have Opal Shield and Opal Gauntlet. Actually, I think we still have them. be getting rid of them at some point, but. So anyway, that's my Jackson Square story. It's a lot less stabby than my other story. Sorry, they can't all be like. Not every stream's gonna be a total winner, you know. But we come, we have fun, and whatever happens, happens. You roll the dice. At the very least, it'll be kind of boring and you'll fall asleep, and that's good too. Or maybe you're just genuinely curious about what might be happening next. What's Tiamat gonna look like? Ooh, are we gonna make it there without dying? Are the hackles standing up at the back of your neck? You're so excited. Blood pumping in your temples. Oh, what's gonna happen to Final Fantasy? Ah. So jazzed. Absolutely jazzed. Oh, hello. Is this a yikes? Just gonna keep using that heal staff just in case things get crazy. Yeah, Bane. Let's see what we can get out of these guys. Oh yeah. Okay, we might be able to use that Bane spell on these guys. I almost shouldn't have told that story because I'm like, now it's making me angry thinking about it again. It's like, you fucking son of a bitch. Like, what kind of a monster is gonna be like checking into a hotel and see like a man and his daughter getting warm? You're like, ew. Manager, bellhop, someone tell this children, this urchin from the street to shove off. Like, I have a very hard time believing that, like, that really needed to happen. Excuse me, I don't want to be the person to complain. Meanwhile, she's got that let me speak to your manager haircut. But there's a man and his daughter over there, and they definitely look like Marriott material. They just can't possibly be staying here. I thought you should know. Like, who in the... I know there are people out there that would probably do that. I'm not saying that... I'm well aware of the fact that the world is a horrifyingly awful place, but... Really, though? Like... I don't know. And you found a house? Can't... That's the silver helmet. Okay. Whee! It's capitalism at its finest. The potential fears of a paying customer overwhelmingly exceed the safety and the comfort and the well-being of a child. and of course. You say that as if like that's incredulous. Perish the thought. But somebody paid money, and they might see a child and think, ooh, empty. Oh, that's the adamant. Okay. Right. Do 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 do. Southeastern room. All right. How exciting. Wee. Gotta keep those heels going. Oh, got all the mushed up pretzel on the sleeve of my shirt. Orion has been experimenting with food. We're trying more and more things with him. Like unsalted pretzels. Kind of give him one. He's actually really good about not like breaking things off and trying to swallow it. Like with like bread or with the pretzels, like he just kind of sucks on it. Just like like gnaws on it a little bit. But it gets all like gross and mushy. And that is like one of my like it's one of my like it's one of my nope. Mushy food that's been chewed by somebody else. And it was like all over his face. And then it was like falling onto my arm. And it was like liquefied pretzel. And I'm just sitting here watching him being like, I love him. I love him. I love him. I love him. Wait. Bracelets are in place of armor, right? I hope that was the right thing to do. Yep. Okay. Black and white shirts. Coo. And they also have magical abilities. If you can believe it. Aside from being their wizard's ultimate armors. What do they do? I don't know, let's fucking find out. They cast some badass spells, probably. Alright, so this one is a defensive spell. I can't remember which one. And this one, I don't know, probably like crazy lightning or something like that. Alright, place your bets, place your bets. Oh no! Oh no! It just hits them. Ah! Nice! Cast fast on everybody. So what's that, like in Viz 2 or something probably? Yeah, I can't even be sure like what happened with black shirt. I showed them my black shirt. Cast ice 2. Deals more base damage than fire 2 or lightning 2. Okay, good to know. Obviously it's not gonna elementally work too hard against rock golems. It's just the facts. Them's the facts, you know? But with like unlimited heals and unlimited like defensive spells, easy to dodge. Ha! We're fast. Look out. Watch out. It's so fast. Whoosh. See that? Speed lines. Got magics making us fast. Anybody's got a cure to permanent incurable allergies, please let me know. I mean, like, I guess I could take some allergy medication, but some of them knock me out, and I don't want to be all tired and stupid when I stream. but I definitely need it because the sniffling, I listen back to these and I like cringe. I'm like, oh, there's so much like gross sniffling and I don't even realize that I'm doing it. It's just like an automatic, like trying to, just struggling to breathe. No big deal. Don't mind me. I'm just choking on my own bodily fluids. How perfect. The boy with glasses and allergies. Playing Nintendo. Ah, yes. The good old days. Give me that treasure. Give me that treasure. Can't hold anymore. Opal shield and opal gauntlet. Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine with that. So I think we got all them treasures. Ooh. I almost walked away from this. I'm an idiot. I'm pay more attention. Ooh. Okay. Another ribbon. Equip that shit. So I don't really need the heel helm. Okay, tell me a little story about the heel helm here. I just want to make super sure that heel helmet casts heal, yeah. But it's it's armor slots. So those are far more valuable. Oh shit, I traded the wrong goddamn thing. Wake up. Please and thank you. Alright, so that's 3 people that are totally protected from death and everything. And then the fighter is just a fucking beast. Got elemental resistances with his dragon armor and everything. He's doing pretty well, I've gotta say. Alright, alright. So, off to floor number 3. A protective cape. Alright, there's 2 of them. Well, there's one here and there's another one later in the game. Let's check out those armor slots here. Black shirt. I mean, if he's got... Ooh, okay. Okay. So we can shuffle this around and make sure that we've still got people casting spells and with magic weapons and armor and stuff. It's just if there's better absorb, if my wizards can take more hits, then I'm in a good position. Laughing, what you do it to me? Laughing, the way it could be. Took away everything I had, you put the whole of me. Oh man, Now that's the band I haven't talked nearly enough about. The Guess Who. Oh my god. So, me being Canadian, I'm a big fan of the Guess Who. You know, they've had a lot of hits. You'll know, like, These Eyes and oh, going backwards. These Eyes and American Woman. You know, the early hits. But man, they're so good. Like, really, really, really good rock songs. And like, Burton Cummings has a voice like nobody's business. Randy Bachman, wicked, like, dirty guitar player at a time when that wasn't so much of a thing, especially coming from like pop bands and stuff. And yeah, technically they were a pop band, you know? I should laugh, but now I cry. You took me by surprise. I didn't realize that you were laughing. Oh god. Now I want to listen to that song. It's so good. Alright, let's take a look through the window. You can look out over the world from this window. Thanks. From this window, one can see the entire world. Four forces are flowing together into the center of the four altars, into the temple of fiends. Yep, the big reveal. And like, that was a big deal. Reading that and being like, wait a minute. All their bad magic is going into the Temple of Fiends? That was the first place we went. That was our first dungeon in the game. So long ago. So that was definitely like a case of like, oh, what? Being a young kid. Oh shit, what does that mean? Does that mean we have to go back there? Like, is there... Oh my god. Have your mind completely blown, you know? Just a lot of storytelling stuff. Importance. That you know, callbacks and like reveals and stuff, and just like, oh my god, what? Again, not not the norm for video games back then. Ba 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 ba. So yeah, the Guess Who. Oh man. The Guess Who is like Tom Petty in that way where it's like, get the greatest hits. You know, it's not gonna be like a couple of one-offs and like, oh yeah. You're using 3 songs to sell a garbage album. But no, this is not the case. It's actually, oh, it's good all the way through. Every single song is a fucking banger. A banger in the way of like, it's classic rock. So if you like that kind of music, or if you're just looking for something new to listen to, you know, they've got an edge and an attitude, and then eventually a very like I don't know. They made so many records that they just really go through the phases. Very like early middle early period to early middle period of Guess Who. Burton Cummings really wanted to be Jim Morrison. There was a Jim Morrison phase. There's a couple tunes where he's like has like weird ambient like crazy noise music going on while he's saying some meaningless poetry shit. And he pulls it off. Like, it's pretty obvious what he's trying to do. So you kind of give it to him. You know, it's like, okay. Like, I don't hate this. This isn't weird. Well, it comes out of nowhere. Because you're like, the Guess Who? Really? But, yeah. Like, he's even talked about it. He's like, yeah. Like, he laughs. He's like, I was young and I just really wanted to be Jim Morrison. Well, what can I say? Like, who didn't? But also, it was a big deal that, you know, they were having a few hits and they were really picking up. Like, think about it. These Eyes. And, you know, there's a couple other tunes that they had that were picking up steam and they were doing really well. And it's like, oh shit, the Guess Who? So then they had American record companies calling them up, knocking on the door, being like, hey, Mr. Burton Cummings. Hey, Mr. Guess Who? Are you Mr. Guess? Are you Mr. Who? You know, that bullshit. But they had an opportunity to sign with record labels from the States, and they turned them down. They were like, no, like we don't want it. And they're like, well, why? We'll give you all kinds of money. We'll give you all the money in the world. And I almost feel like they might have been, you know, some of the first to be of that mindset of like, we know what you're gonna ask us. We know what you're gonna try and make us do, what you're gonna make us try and become. And we're not gonna do that. Like, think about in the 60s, a band from Saskatchewan, Canada, turning down a lucrative American record contract. That is insane. But it speaks to, like, you know, he didn't want to give up what they had. He didn't want to sell out. And they still had a very lucrative career. They're still playing 50 years later. Had many, many records, many #1 hits. So they did okay, and they didn't need, you know. So, but all that being said, they turned them down, and then they wrote the song American Woman, which not only is like really in your face about like, America, get out of my fucking face. But it was a huge hit. Like, how about that? Not only were they like, get the fuck out of here, they made a ton of money off it, just being defiant about it. We don't need your war machines. We don't need your ghetto scenes. Bright lights can hypnotize or sparkle someone else's eyes. Now, woman. I said, get away, hey. Oh, it's so fucking good. It's a really good song. Burton Cummings. and Randy Bachman. The dangerous duo from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. I think that's where they're from. Somewhere in Saskatchewan. Or maybe from the sunny beaches of Winnipeg, Manitoba. For those of you who don't know, Winnipeg is not sunny, it's not beaches, it's in Manitoba, and I gotta say, okay, so I've used this analogy a lot for a lot of different reasons, and I feel like this is probably the most apt, but I'm gonna play it out, you know, like, you know when you listen to a Ringo song on a Beatles album? Or a Christine McVie song on a Fleetwood Mac album? It's like, the song on its own is good enough, you know, but like putting it next to all these other awesome songs, like a Ringo song on a Beatles album, when you put those two beside each other, it's like, oh yeah, that Ringo song just loses a lot of its, like, what would be considered a good song, but beside a Paul McCartney song, just doesn't hold water. Same with Christine McVie. They're great songs. Like, I love You Make Lovin' Fun. That would be my male stripper song. That Fleetwood Mac song by Christine McVie. So, I would say Manitoba is kind of like the Ringo of Canada. All the other provinces have so many great things about them, and my experience with Manitoba was like scrubby brush. It was like the north of Ontario, but like not as like great or spectacular, and by the time you've been driving through that much Ontario, you get to that part of Manitoba and you're like, like I've seen this for the last 2 days. And then you get halfway through and you start getting into the prairies, but the prairies don't really get super impressive until you're basically in Saskatchewan. So it's like this weird middle ground. We tried not to stop anywhere either. Like, we were just kind of like, let's just get right through. The campground we stayed at, the lady was mean to us. The bugs were insane. Like, so bad. The mosquitoes were out of control. So my experience with Manitoba was not an overly pleasant one. It was mostly just like, let's just get it over with. And I hate to say it, because, like, you know, it's between Ontario, which is not only massive, but has so many different parts to it, and then Saskatchewan. Tiamat is the fiend of the wind. Whoa, I didn't know you could talk to this computer. Did someone say fat whale dick? I didn't. That wasn't me. So are all these computers just designed to say Tiamat is the fiend of the wind? It's weird. So yeah, you know, like, there were, like, it was my first taste of the prairies, getting through the second half of Manitoba. But honestly, you know, like, driving through the mountains in Alberta, or what? Like horsefly bites? Really, like, lame roadside scrub? Like, that's kind of most of what I got out of Manitoba. If you're from Manitoba, please don't at me. Like, I need you to understand that I basically did a drive-through or come to London. I would love to do a Euro trip. I don't see it happening anytime in the future, but I would love to go. It just seems really rad. I mean, London's kind of... UK is just sinking itself politically. I don't know what the fuck's going on over there. Everybody's nuts. This whole, like, let's stick it to the European Union shit is backfiring in the worst way. So hopefully, in a few years, when I can justify spending money on taking a family vacation to Europe, yeah, I'd love to come to London. Check it, see what it's all about. Oh. Whoa! Okay, those are red. Let's see what we can do here. Get that going. And this casts ice too, so this should help. Alright. I like it, I like it. Besides the Brits' constant yelling at the square, it's okay. Yeah. And constant yelling, I mean, it's not so bad, right? Get used to it. I would need to watch a ton of, like, BBC shows just to really get my head around, like, the accent. So that I don't have to be that fish out of water, like sticking out like a sore thumb, being like, oh, a pardon? Pardon? What did you say? Excuse me? Just really want to be able to just like let people talk at me in their very thick accent. Nope. Nope, not that BBC. I'm talking about the British Broadcasting Corporation. Nope. Very different. Dear Lord, do not get those two mixed up. Alright, so this one. Ooh, this is a maze. I think it's 3... Is it 3 left and 1 up? This is kind of similar to Zelda in that way, where it's like a forever maze, if you're not careful. East twice and south twice. So like, apparently you can just kind of... Pure heart? I don't believe you. And look, Space Nacho. We did it. Ugh. Alright, we're almost done. This is, well, there's one more floor after this, but it is the boss. It's basically just the boss room. There's 1 east, 2 east, and now 2 down. 1 down. The Light Warriors are exquisite fighters, but they're even more dangerous when they're hungry. And you're dangling a plant-like nacho monster in front of them. Some might even say ravenous. Hey, there it is. Alright, it worked. Yeah, the first time through, we basically just wandered around for like 20 minutes. Because it just repeats endlessly if you don't You don't go the right way. Basically, if you do, you can do like 1 over, 1 down, 1 over, 1 down, and it would work. I think it's just you need 2 east, 2 south. Alright, let's heal up. So, I don't think I mean, it'd be kind of cheap. I don't think I'm gonna try the Bane spell. So then I'd like knock this big epic boss out in one hit. It's like, I've been cheap before on here. I have no qualms with cheesing if it'll mean I can beat the game and go to bed early. Yeah, I keep bringing up. Well, it's that stupid monster's name is Nacho. So it's like, yeah, no, I want nachos. Keep thinking about, crispy chips and cheese and ground beef and peppers, jalapenos. Big like triangle slices of Spanish onion just thrown in there. It's gotta be triangles. Triangle onions just taste better. That's a fact. You can ask Gordon Ramsay. 1-800-GORDON. His phone number. You can call him up any time of day. He encourages it. Because he loves having a reason to be pissed off at people. You fucking cow! This one. Whoop! Go. Oh god! No, no, no! They all must die. So close to the boss. I can taste it. Oh my god, it's already won? Alright, let's get this over with. I mean, as much as I am enjoying myself, I do love this game. But my eyes are tired and my butt is sore from this ludicrous chair. Gonna get a hunchback. 6 a.m. 6 a.m. in London? Jesus. The ultimate room. Look at that shit. Are we okay? Are we good? Yeah? Okay. Lightning erupts from the fiend's ball. So, you have come this far. I, Tiamat, the fiend of the wind, will now put an end to your adventure. You haven't slept in 3 days? You're getting close to that point where your brain just shuts off and dies. So be careful. Let's nuke the bitch. Non-elemental attacks. Easy to dodge. Easy to dodge. Was that 13 or 130? Oh. Yeah, not great. Got any magic that works? Fast. Fast. Oh, only one? Let's use ice too. La, 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 la. Arm 3. I never picked up heal 3. I gotta... I mean, I guess I could just keep using the... Yeah, what happened? What's going on? Thunder? Thunder in paradise. It's an old early 90s show starring WWF's Hulk Hogan. It was basically a Knight Rider ripoff where they had a talking supercomputer in a boat instead of a car, and they were mercenaries in Florida because more boating, you know. When I was like in grade 2, grade 3, it was like my favorite show. I absolutely loved it. Thunder in Paradise. I watched the pilot episode. Yeah. The pilot episode, I watched it and was just like, oh, this is so painful. And it's 2 parts, and they're like an hour and a half long, so it's basically a 3-hour movie. Right? Can you, like, they really went for it. Just like, you know what people love? Hulk Hogan. Oh yeah. We'll just make this trillion-year-long movie starring the Hulkster himself. You know, there was an episode where they were playing Night Boat. Well, Simpsons episode where they were like watching Night Boat, and it's like basically Knight Rider, but also like, oh, it's a boat. It's Night Boat, the crime-solving boat. They're like, oh, there's always a canal or a fjord. They're just like complaining about the non-realism of Night Boat. It's like, yeah, it really was just, you know, the crime-solving boat. Barely sit still for 10 minutes. Yeah, well, the episodes were like an hour long, I think. It was once a week. Sometimes they had guest stars that were also wrestlers from the 80s and 90s at the time. So it was like exciting. You didn't know who was gonna pop on and be like, hey. And they might be a good guy, they might be a bad guy this time. Oh man. Sting, not the singer, the wrestler, was on a few times. He was like their nemesis, because they used to be on a team together. And he went like bad. He went rogue. So sometimes they have to fight against him because he's a paid mercenary. Twitch currency, you're the #1 donator. It happens every once in a while. We did it. We defeated the monster. Let's light that ball. Goodbye, space. It was nice. Space was nice, but now we've got to go home. Now saving. Alright. Aw, I kind of missed the space theme there. It was good. Turn that down. Always press reset before hitting the power button. I think it's more just a precaution. I think their rationale is that since it is like it's like a 3-volt like watch battery, like a round one, it might just get like shocked if you push power. Just cut the power quickly. It could erase your file. It has happened. Crazier things have happened, but those bad boys are pretty fragile. Power button, better, not as good as throwing across the room. Well, I mean, you could, And technically, it would probably still work because it's a Nintendo. So these things are built to last. Like I said, like this is the one we got in like 1989, 1990. So it's 30 years old. I haven't replaced any parts in it, although I should replace the 72-pin connector inside. Because you pop the games in and they're still kind of loose, but besides the point, it still works. I've never had to repair it. I did have to replace the power, like the AC cord, plug it into the wall at one point, but that's because I dropped it on a cement floor when I was a kid, and it got kind of fucked up. But that being said, here's Roger. Moving back into the center where he was. I don't know why he moved. Let's check our other pictures. Did they get moved? No. That one's good. That one's good. Oh, we didn't. Look at this. Slacking. Like I said, I had to reinstall everything on my computer today. So, from myself and Roger the Ripped Kangaroo, Bence, who's constantly trying to ruin the audio of the stream, and little baby, and Justine and Julia, and all the creepy bugs that live in my house. I haven't been attacked by another centipede yet, but I have a feeling they're just biding their time and trying to lull me into a false sense of security. Anyway, have a good evening or morning. Get some sleep. I know I need it. And if you're in the future, whatever time it is, you should probably be doing something. Spend like 45 minutes doing something that you know you need to do, and then you can come back and finish watching this. I mean, watch the next video, because this is done. But we'll see you tomorrow, Friday? Yeah. We'll get some more DuckTales Remastered and Final Fantasy. I think we're gonna be heading to the Chaos Shrine. It's gonna be a long one, but keep your heads up. All right. That being said, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.